TG Tutorials.
I'm reliable. Hey guys, it's Matt here bringing you another episode of TG Tutorials. And in this episode, I'm going to teach you how to clean your old dirty Super Nintendo cartridges so that they can work on your Super Nintendo consoles. So, let's check out what you need. The first thing you're going to need is your Super Nintendo console.
Hard to tell how much this'll cost. Probably under $100 unless a stupid YouTuber talks about it and inflates the price.
Thanks, random voice in the sky. The next thing you'll need for this tutorial is a Super Nintendo cartridge. So for this tutorial, I'll be using Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, which I'm actually playing on this channel for Matt Beats Games from his childhood, which is obviously a different video, so we're not going to talk too much about that. But you can find that on this channel as well, and hopefully you check that out too.
I'd say around 20, but YouTubers will probably ruin that too.
Yeah, thanks again, random voice. Yeah. Now let's move on to the cleaning tools. You're going to need rubbing alcohol and Q-tips.
And don't forget tissues. You could probably get all those things at a random local store, so YouTubers can't ruin that.
Who are you? Okay guys, so here it is. So this hasn't been working, and I swear if this starts to work now, of all times, it is a black screen. Alright, the dreaded black screen. So like I said before guys, we are going to need to clean this game. Actually, probably clean the system too, but that's a different video entirely. Okay guys, so let's start cleaning. Now, you're going to see why I told you before to get some of these items, because you're going to want to have this here so that when you actually dampen this baby up, you want to make sure that it doesn't seep into whatever material you have underneath, because that can be a problem. You just don't want to get alcohol on whatever it is you might have underneath if you're doing this on your bed or wherever else it might be. Now this over here is to make sure that obviously this is to make sure it doesn't seep through, but if it's way too damp before you actually clean the game itself, you're going to want just another tissue just in case, just in the off chance. And the reason I mentioned damp, it being potentially too damp is because when it comes to this specific alcohol that I am using, there is no real way. Yes, they have this right here, but sometimes you worry about how much you're getting in there. Are you getting enough? So honestly, what I like to do is I actually like to just open it up myself. I usually do this with two hands, so this is going to be very interesting to do with only one. Just end up putting it in and dipping this to the side. Again, this is something you do with two hands, which is why I just did it, but I put the camera down first. Now, as I'm sure you can tell, it is pretty damp, but again, just in the off chance, you want to make sure that you don't put too much. I mean, it's not necessarily going to damage it, so long as you do not use something that has ammonia. That's why I was saying that alcohol is best, because ammonia over time actually ends up eroding the pins and all the good stuff in here, so you really do not want to actually have ammonia in whatever you're using. That's why I did not suggest that you use window cleaner. Because window cleaner, I think like Windex and some other brands have ammonia in it, and it's not good for your consoles in the long run, or your game cartridges either. So can this stand up somehow while as you can see, I have the cartridge leaning on the alcohol because I am a smart individual. But I wasn't smart enough to remember that I should be doing this with my right hand. I've decided the alcohol thing wasn't a good idea. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just go in there and just get in good. It's okay if you hit the contacts or getting inside to hit the contacts, because what matters when doing this is you're going to have to clean out not only gook that's on top and on the bottom of the cartridge, but you're also going to want to clean gook that's attached itself to the pins over the years. I mean, I've had this game, I mentioned earlier, most likely that I've had this game ever since I was a wee little one, and I've never cleaned it. So this needs a really good scrubbing. So as you can tell on camera, I'm not even going that hard into it, and look at how much I'm already getting. Look at all that, and you can see I was actually being kind of light with it because, well, I'm balancing the camera while doing this. But still, look at how bad this is. This was so bad, guys, that I'm going in for round 2 right now. So let's go in for some round 2, shall we? Extremely riveting. There we go. Now I can actually press down a bit harder. Oh god, do not want it to hit the top of the alcohol. Or the bottom of the alcohol, but for the top of the cartridge to hit the top of the alcohol. Nope, get away. Now that's just me going at it from the top part. Let's see how much we got from that alone. Look at that, wow. That is a lot of gook. I mean, just complete gook. Not much on this side. Might have to remedy that. But my god, look at how much is stuck here. And again, this side still from going top to bottom. So again, you might have to end up hitting it with a few swipes or a few different swabs up and down, because after a while, you're gonna get a lot of gook in there. See guys, my method can be faulty, and this is why I actually put a tissue here. I'm gonna get some more because that just spilled. See guys, I told you there's a reason for everything. Alright guys, so after cleaning up that mess, I made sure to go over it again with another swab, another part of a swab, not both sides, but still, going with the side, and this is another swab with even more gunk in it. That's why whenever you get games, loose carts online, make sure to get sleeves for them, because yes, you know, you're going to want to keep on cleaning them even if you have the sleeves in case they don't work, but still a great way to make sure that these things aren't left to the elements are getting sleeves, or getting repro plastic cases that are about $5-6. Again, these are plastic cases, so they can't be confused for the original boxes. Try to not get repro boxes, because we end up getting repro boxes, unless they're ones that don't have the official Nintendo logo on them, they can be confused for real boxes, and that really becomes a problem when you end up selling off your collection. Or sadly, if something happens to you and someone sell off your collection without you knowing, then they might not even know that the box is fake. So I would suggest either going for clear sleeves or plastic cases that can't possibly be mistaken for the original cardboard boxes. Alright, so I cleaned it out. Now what do you do? Well, you could end up using a fan. Some people like to use that to kind of speed up the process of this thing drying out. But honestly, I would suggest that you just wait it out. So you could wait about 5-10 minutes, just let it air dry, kind of let it all sit, because obviously you did scrub it down, but there is still potentially some alcohol in there, and that's a good thing because you're going to want it to get rid of the bacteria. But like I was saying earlier, it's probably best to just have a little bit of alcohol on that Q-tip so you can just let it air dry and not really worry about it having to take a long time to dry and kind of worry what's in there. Alright everybody, so now it's the moment of truth. Will this actually work? Let's see, it powers on, and oh, look at that. Look at you. Working because I cleaned you. Yeah. This is beautiful. Alright, so we're going to cut back to me doing the talking thing. Which arguably I do all the time, but this time it's going to be with my face in the shot. Like usual. Alright guys, that about wraps things up. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Teacher Tutorials, and please remember to like and subscribe. If there's any questions you want to ask and you're watching this through YouTube, then please ask questions in the comments section below. And of course, please click around me. There's different videos, subscription buttons, all this cool stuff that you can click on to help subscribe to the channel, view other videos that are on the channel, and all other cool stuff, maybe even on some other channels that we have going on. So please look at all the different things around me and make sure to click on them. Or save them and click on them later, whatever you do. Just thank you all so much, and see ya.